Born in the frozen north, where the winters are long and harsh and the landscape is blanketed in snow for much of the year. Balto was born a hero, destined for greatness from the very start. He was born in Nome, Alaska in 1919, a time when the town was still young and the frontier spirit was alive. Nome was a cold and snowy town where survival depended on the strength and resilience of both people and animals. Life was hard, but Balto was a strong dog, built to endure the harsh conditions of the Alaskan wilderness. Balto was an Alaskan Husky, a breed known for its incredible stamina and ability to thrive in the cold. Huskies are known for their strength and endurance, qualities that make them perfect for the demanding work of pulling sleds. They are born to run, with an innate drive to cover vast distances. Balto was no different. He loved to run and play in the snow, his energy and enthusiasm boundless. Balto's owner was a man named Leonhard Sepala, a renowned musher and dog trainer. Sepala was a famous musher. Mushers drive dog sleds, guiding their teams through the treacherous Alaskan terrain. Sepala knew Balto was a special dog with a spirit and intelligence that set him apart from the rest. He trained Balto to be a sled dog. Balto learned quickly, mastering the skills needed to lead a team. He was a natural leader, with an instinct for guiding and protecting his team. Soon, Balto was leading Sepala's sled dog team, proving his worth with every journey. They traveled all over Alaska, braving the elements and navigating the rugged terrain. They carried mail and supplies to people in remote areas, providing a lifeline to those isolated by the harsh Alaskan winters. In 1925, disaster struck Nome. A deadly disease spread through the town. It was diphtheria. Diphtheria is a very contagious disease. It mostly affects children. The people of Nome were scared. There was no cure for diphtheria in Nome. The closest cure was in Anchorage, over 1,000 miles away. The people of Nome needed the diphtheria antitoxin. Antitoxin is a medicine that can stop diphtheria. But how could they get it? It was winter in Alaska. Planes could not fly in the bad weather. Boats could not sail through the icy waters. The only hope was a dog sled relay, a desperate measure in the face of an impending disaster. 20 mushers and their dog teams would relay the antitoxin from Nenana to Nome, covering nearly 700 miles of treacherous terrain. It would be a dangerous journey, fraught with peril at every turn, as they navigated through some of the harshest conditions known to man. The mushers and their dogs would face blinding snowstorms and freezing temperatures, with visibility often reduced to mere inches. The first musher left Nenana on January 27, 1925, embarking on a mission that would test the limits of human and canine endurance. He carried the precious package of antitoxin, knowing that every second counted in this race against time. He raced through the snow and ice, driven by the urgency of the mission and the lives that hung in the balance. He passed the package to the next musher, each handoff a critical moment in the relay. The relay continued day and night with no time to rest, as the mushers pushed themselves and their dogs to the brink of exhaustion. The mushers and their dogs were exhausted, but they didn't give up. Their perseverance was fueled by the knowledge of what was at stake. They knew that the lives of the children of Nome depended on them, and that failure was not an option. This was a mission of life and death, and they were determined to succeed. One of the mushers in the relay was Gunnar Carson, a man known for his resilience and skill in the harsh Alaskan wilderness. Gunnar was a skilled musher experienced in navigating the treacherous terrains of Alaska. And he had Balto, the brave lead dog, who was known for his incredible instincts and unwavering determination. On February 1st, Gunnar and Balto received the precious serum. This serum was the only hope for the children of Nome, who were suffering from a deadly diphtheria outbreak. They were the last team in a long relay of mushers and dogs, each one passing the serum closer to its destination. Gunnar and Balto had to travel the final 53 miles to Nome, a journey fraught with peril and uncertainty. The weather was terrible. A blizzard raged with a ferocity that was almost unimaginable. The wind howled like a wild beast, and the snow fell so thickly that it obscured everything in sight. The snow blew so hard that Gunnar could not see more than a few feet in front of him. The path was treacherous, and one wrong step could mean disaster. It was too dangerous to continue, yet turning back was not an option. The lives of many depended on their success. But Gunnar knew he had to get the serum to Nome. He placed his trust in Balto, knowing that the dog's instincts were their best hope. He took Balto's harness off, giving the dog the freedom to navigate the treacherous path ahead. He let Balto lead the way through the blizzard. Balto's senses were keen. Honed by years of surviving in the harsh Alaskan environment, he could find the trail, even in the blinding snow. Balto's bravery and sharp instincts guided them through the storm, bringing hope to the people of Nome. Balto led the team for hours. He never faltered. He never gave up. Gunnar followed closely behind. He trusted Balto with his life. Finally, on February 2nd, Balto and Gunnar arrived in Nome. They had made it. They had brought the antitoxin. The people of Nome were overjoyed. They cheered for Balto and Gunnar. They called them heroes. Balto was a national hero. Newspapers across the country wrote about his bravery. People sent him letters and gifts. Balto even met President Calvin Coolidge. But Balto didn't let fame go to his head. He was still a sled dog at heart. He continued to work with Gunnar Carson. They traveled all over the country, teaching people about the importance of sled dogs. Balto lived a long and happy life. He died in 1933 at the age of 14. But his story lived on. Balto became a symbol of courage and endurance. Today there is a statue of Balto in Central Park in New York City. Every year thousands of people visit the statue. They remember Balto's heroic journey. They celebrate his bravery and determination. Balto's story is a reminder that even the smallest of creatures can be heroes. Balto was just a dog, but he had a big heart and an unbreakable spirit. He risked his life to save the children of Nome. Balto's story will continue to inspire people for generations to come.